The topic before us is pronoun power plays, avoiding common errors for clarity. First of all, what is the meaning of pronoun? Pronouns are those handy words that take place of nouns, keeping our sentences smooth and avoiding repetition. What it means? What is the meaning of noun? My name is Parminder. Your name may be Geeta, Rita, or anything. The name of a place is Taj Mahal. The name of some countries, USA, China, or anything else. So the names of a place or a person or a thing is known as noun, N-O-U-N, noun. So suppose you have been asked to write an essay on Abraham Lincoln and you are to write in 10 lines. In the first line, you will write Abraham Lincoln was born in this country. In every line, you will not make use of the word Abraham Lincoln. In place of Abraham Lincoln, you will use the word he. So he is a pronoun. He word has been used in place of Abraham Lincoln. If you have been asked to write an essay on some other country or some place, historical place such as Taj Mahal, you will not write the word Taj Mahal each and every time. You will instead use pronoun it. So pronouns are handy words which take place of noun. Pronoun errors are common in English. Pronoun errors occur when pronouns do not agree with their antecedents in number. What is the antecedents? Antecedents means nouns they are referring to. Suppose initially we were talking about 10 persons and we were using the word they, and when referring to the another line, in another line we are using the word he. So it is difference that pronoun should refer to the noun. Pronoun errors occur when pronoun do not agree with the antecedents in number, singular versus plural. It means that if the noun is singular, the pronoun should be singular. If the noun is plural, the pronoun should be plural. If the gender of the noun is male, we should use he. If it is female, we should use she. Accordingly, we should make use of first person, second person, or third person. It may also happen that we may use pronoun unclearly. That is, we are talking about two persons, Ram and Sham. But when we are using pronoun, we are simply saying he. He may be referring to Ram or Sham. So pronoun is unclear. So these are the pronoun errors. First is pronoun antecedent agreement errors, number. Pronoun should match the number of the noun they refer to. If the noun is singular, pronoun must be singular. If noun is plural, the pronoun must be plural as well. Here is an example. All employees must submit his or her timesheets by Friday. So his or her is a pronoun. Here all implies is a noun. So pronoun should refer to the noun accordingly. If the noun is singular, pronoun should be singular. If the noun is plural, the pronoun should be plural. Here, what is the noun? All implies. All means more than one. It is plural. So here we are using his or her. It is singular. So it is wrong. Accordingly, all implies is a plural noun. So accordingly, we have to use their timesheets, because there is the pronoun which fits with the plural nouns. in number. Next is the committee decided they would meet on Tuesday. Committee. It is, these are the committee members. It may be 5, 10 or any, but it is to be treated as a unit. We are not to take individual members separately, that there are 10 members, so they are plural. No, committee is one committee. It may be having 10 members or 100 members. It is a single unit. All the team members of the committee are not to be treated separately. So the committee is it should be treated as a singular noun. The committee decided it would meet on Tuesday. So it is proper. The committee decided they would meet on Tuesday is wrong. Committee is to be treated as singular noun. Accordingly, the pronoun has to be singular. Next is vague or ambiguous pronoun reference. The reader is left wondering what the pronoun actually refers to. It means that the pronoun which we are using is not clear to which noun it is referring. If you do not place the book on the shelf, it will fall. What will fall? Book will fall or shelf will fall? It is not clear that when we are placing, if we do not place the book on the shelf, what will happen? The book will fall or shelf will fall? It is not clear. So to clear that, we will write, repeat, the book will fall. We have to repeat the word book to clear the sentence. Next is when John dropped his phone on the table, it broke. What broken? Whether table was broken or the phone was broken, it is not clear. So to clarify, we have to write when Job dropped his phone on the table, the phone broke. Pronoun has to be clarified. Which item has broken? We have to clarify it. Otherwise, the sentence is, meaning of the sentence is vague or ambiguous. Pronoun shift. Do not shift from one pronoun to another without any reason. That is, if the noun is in first person, the pronoun should be in first person. If the noun is in second person, then the pronoun should be in second. If the noun is third person, that is in place of I, then accordingly pronoun should be. If we are using pronoun in second person, he, she may be used. Now the example is, if one wants to succeed, you must work hard. Here, one means third person, you is the second person. That is, we have shifted from third person to second person. Pronoun has been shifted from third person to second person. It is wrong. If one wants to succeed, one must work hard. We are not to change the first pronoun of the person. If it is in first person, then pronoun is to be in first person. Here it was noun was in third person. Accordingly, we have to use third person. Every boy must bring their own book. Every boy means individual boy, single boy. It is to be treated as single unit. So accordingly, we are to use, not to use there, because it is plural. We are to use singular. Every boy must bring his book. We will not write every boy must bring her book. No, her is to be used for girl according to gender. So every boy must bring his own book. Next is tips for avoiding pronoun errors. First is ensure agreement. Make sure pronouns agree with their antecedents in number, gender, and person. If the noun is singular, pronoun should be singular. If noun is plural, pronoun should be plural. If the noun is male, accordingly we can use, if the noun is male, we can use he. If the noun is female, we can use she, according to the gender. And again, according to first person, second person, or third person, we are to see the pronouns. Be specific. Use clear and specific pronouns to avoid vague or ambiguous references. Just as already discussed, when a phone was placed on the table, it broke. What broken out? Table broke out or phone broke out? We have to clarify clearly. Singular they. It is perfectly acceptable to use they as a singular noun when referring to someone whose gender is unknown. If we say that it is not clear that a person whose phone was left in the classroom was a male or a female, we can use the word they for it, for a particular person. When the gender of a person is not known, we can perfectly use singular they for a single person. Subject versus object. Choose the correct pronoun based on its role in the sentence. Subject pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, they perform actions, and object pronouns me, you, him, her, it, us, them receive the action. For example, she is going to the market, or I wrote a letter. So here it is subject which is performing action. Here I is performing action. If we say that please give the book to him, it is object pronoun, it is receiving action. If we say he helped her, her is a object pronoun. Next is we have to maintain consistency. Avoid shifts in pronouns within the same sentence or paragraph. Suppose we write, if a person wants to succeed, you have to work hard. Whether it is okay, sentence is okay. Here, what is pronoun? This is the pronoun which is third person. And here we are using you, it is a second person. That is, it is a third person. And here we are shifting to second person pronoun. Pronoun is shifting from third person to second person. It is wrong. We have to maintain consistency. So we will write, if a person wants to succeed, they have to work hard. When we do not know the gender, or we want to adopt a gender neutral approach, we can use the word they. Though we are talking about a single person, a person, but here we can comfortably use they as a gender neutral approach. Next is, which of the following is correct? When Ankit and Joy were staying at the hotel, he used social media to share pictures. Now word he has been used. Here Ankit and Joy are two persons. They are plural, two persons. He is a singular person. Here it is plural and here it is singular. Now he does not clarify who shared the picture, whether Ankit shared the pictures or Joy shared the pictures. So it is wrong. Either we should use the word Ankit shared the use social media, or we can use the word Joy to clarify the position. Only then the sentence is okay. Otherwise this sentence is wrong, because he does not clarify. He is a pronoun, it does not clarify the sentence or the situation clearly. Next is, are you talking to himself? It is wrong, because here you are talking to yourself. Sometimes a person is sitting and he talks to himself. So are you talking to yourself? It is okay. Next is, Which of the following is correct? Every student must bring their home own book. Every student, here it is a singular person. That is, we are talking about each person individually. That is, we can say that it is a single person. But here we do not know. In a class, there may be many students. It may be possible that all are boy. It may be possible that all are girl, or it may also be possible that some are boy and some are girls. We do not know. The position is not clear. So to adopt a gender neutral approach, we can comfortably use the word there. So the sentence is okay. To adopt a gender neutral approach, it is quite okay to use the word there when the gender of the person is not clear or not known to us. Each applicant should submit his resume. It is wrong because we do not know whether the applicant is boy or girl. Gender is not known. So it is wrong. If we know that all the applicants are boy and each applicant should submit his resume, it is okay. But here the position is not clear. So to adopt a gender neutral approach, we should use the pronoun there. Each applicant should submit their resume. It is perfectly okay to use there in such an context. Which of the following is correct? The team won the championship and they are celebrating their victory. It is a team. It may be having large number of members in it. The team has won the championship. Now team is to be treated as a single unit. It is to be treated as singular person. Single. So the team won the championship and it is celebrating and not they. Team as a whole is to be treated as a single entity. Single person. Singular. It is celebrating its victory. By avoiding common pronoun errors, that is in the form of numbers, genders, first person, second person or third person, you can improve clarity and correctness in your writing, and you can in this way improve your image in the eyes of others. Because if you use pronunciation errors are if pronoun errors are there in your writing, it will adversely affect your image in the eyes of others. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course. Now the topic before us is unconfusing I and me. When to use each. When we write a sentence, sometimes we have to make use of words I or me. But we get confused whether we are to use I in the sentence or we are to use me in the sentence. By going this course or after going through this course, this course will ensure that you use the pronouns correctly. There is no confusion in your mind whether you are to use I or me in the sentence. Pronouns like me and I take the place of nouns, avoiding repetition and making sentences flow smoothly. However, both these words, I and me, serve different functions. Firstly, we will understand about the word I. I functions as a subject pronoun. It acts as the subject of a sentence, performing the action, or it exists in a state of being. Mostly, we use I when we are doing something. I as a person is doing something, or it exists in a state of being. I go to the market. I am performing some action of going to the market. So here it is a subject. If I write I play cricket, so here again I is subject. We cannot write me play cricket. It is not so. Here when I am taking some step. So when some action is being done, then we use I. Other examples are I went to the store. I am happy to help. Here I is in this state of being. She and I are going to the market, to the movies. She and I are the subject. I wrote this lesson. Here I is the subject. Next, we will understand about me. Me functions as the object pronoun. It refers to the recipient of an action or the person affected by something. It acts as the object of verb, preposition, or infinitive. It is not performing the action. That is, whenever we use the word me is to be used in the sentence when there is no action being performed by me. Me is to be used when no action is to be performed by I. Me follows a preposition like with, to, at, or between. Here you can see that she gave the book to Tom and me. Here I am not taking any action. Action is being taken by she. She is giving book. So here we are to use me because here me is the object. It is a secret between you and me. She wants to come with me to the concert. Other examples are she gave the flowers to me. We will not say she gave the flowers to I. She gave the flowers to me. Or he shouted at me for no reason. We will not say he shouted at I because here he is the subject and I am at the receiving end. He is shouting at me. So here we will use not I but me word. Next is common mistakes. Misusing me in the subject position. It means that when we are to place a word in the subject position, we are not to use me, we are to use I. It is incorrect to use me as the subject of a sentence, especially when paired with another subject. But it means that subject has two or more individuals. In this sentence, there are two or more persons. John and me went to the market. Remove this person, John. What we will write? Me went to the market. Whether it looks nice? Me went to the movies. No, we cannot use me in the subject position. So we will write John and I. If we simply remove John, then it is I went to the movies. It is proper. So John and I went to the movies is correct. We are not to place me in the subject position. Next is misusing I in the object position. In the object position, we are to make use of me when we are at the receiving end, when no action is to be performed. It is incorrect to use I as the object of a verb, preposition, or infinitive. Example is, can you help I with this task? Here I am asking the other person for help. I am asking you, requesting you to help me in this task. So I am at the receiving end. I am not taking any action. I am not helping others. I am seeking help. So can you help me with this task? Here we are to use me. Next example, me and Tom are going to the movies. whether we can say me going to movies, whether it is correct. Yes, we can say that I am going to movies. I am going to movies. It is correct. So here we will use Tom and I. Now the question also rises, why we don't write I and Tom going to movies? Why we did not place I in the first position? Because in the earlier incorrect it was me. In place of that we have inserted I. Why I has not been inserted in the first position? In English, as a matter of social convention or etiquette, we place the other person in the first position. However, if we want to emphasize ourselves or myself, if I want to emphasize myself in any sentence, then we can use I in the first position. For example, if we want to say I and Tom are in trouble, then we can place I in the first position when we want to emphasize. Otherwise, we will always place the other person in the first position in the subject. Next, she gave the book to Tom and I. We will never say she gave the book to I. We will always say she gave the book to me. So here she gave the book to Tom and me. She invited I to the party. We have already read that I is to be used as the subject and not as an object. So she invited me to the party. Here me is related to the verb I. Me comes after the verb invite. When the report is ready, please send it to Alice and I. We will never say send the report to I. We will always say send the report to me. So here, when the report is ready, please send it to Alice and me. In some informal contexts, informal means we are doing conversation or we are speaking to other person or we are simply writing to a friend. We are not writing, making use of formal writing. We are not writing any business letter or some sort of formal writing. In some informal context, using me as a subject might be acceptable in spoken English, but it is generally discouraged in formal writing. When we are speaking, we can say that, can James and me go now? It is formal, informal speaking. But it is better if we use, can John and I go now? Because here I is in the subject position. Bonus tip, when unsure, rewrite the sentence to rephrase who is performing the action or who is being acted upon. That is when we are unsure that is whether we should make use of I or me in the sentence. We should rewrite the sentence to clarify who is so that we may understand whether who is performing the action or who is being acted upon. This can help you identify the correct pronoun. That is, then you can decide whether to use I or me in the sentence. Now we will do some practice questions and we will do fill in the blanks whether we should fill me or I in the blank space. James and me or I. Here James and I are in the subject. Whenever we are here, I went to the concerned. We will never say me went to the concerned, because when we are to use make it use of pronoun in the subject position, we will always use I. The teacher asked dash to answer the question, asked me. Here, after the verb asked, we will use me in the object position. Here the action is being performed by teacher. So teacher is subject, me is the object. Can you help? Here the action of helping is to be done by other person. So here object is me. Can you help me? Here we are seeking help from the other person. We are at the receiving end. Alice, Mary and Dash are planning to the trip. Here we are, there are three persons who are planning. They are in the subject position. So here we will use of I. She gave the report to John and not I. She gave the report to me or John. Then she gave the report to John and me. Here me is in the object position because the report is to be given by her. She is doing action. So she is the subject, me is the object. Next is you and Dash need to finish the assignment. If we forget that there is written you, whether we can write me need to finish the assignment? No, we will write I because you and I are in the subject position. He invited Mary and me because here he is in the subject position. Here invitation has been given by him, other person. He is the object, he is the subject, me is the subject, object. So between you and me, this is a great idea. Me comes after the preposition between. Dash and I, my brother, went fishing yesterday. If we ignore my brother, whether we can write me went to fishing yesterday? No. We will say I went to fishing yesterday. So here we will make use of I because I and my brother are in the subject position. They are both, I and my brother are taking some action. She told James and me. She told me to wait outside. So here we will use me. It was me or I. Can we write me made the decision? No, it is wrong. We cannot say me made the decision. It is wrong. I made the decision. So it was I. Next is the prize was awarded to Tom and me. We are at the receiving end. Here neither Dash nor my friend could solve the problem. If we ignore my friend, then can we write me could solve the puzzle? No, we cannot say. We can say I could solve the puzzle. So here we will make use of I. Neither I nor my friend. I and my friend are in the subject position. My parents and Dash went to the movie. Here the action is being performed by my parents and I. I went to the museum. We cannot say me went to the museum. Whenever it is you feel or feel confusion whether we have to place I or me in the sentence and there are two persons in the sentence, remove the other person from the sentence and then think whether me fits properly in the sentence or I. You will properly, you will definitely find the answer. Here if we ignore my parents, we cannot write me went to the museum, I went to the museum. So here I. He promised to help William and me. He promised to help me or he promised to help William and me. Here me comes after the verb help or after the preposition to. Understanding the difference between me and I and using them correctly will definitely help you avoid common grammar error, and it will improve your overall communication skills. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.